Sounds good. Hi, everybody. This is Liz with the Lily Pad. I'm here with Joe Hausman. I'm just going to read her bio, and then we're going to ask her a few questions. So Joe is a leadership expert, an entrepreneur, a motivational speaker, international live radio talk show host, and an Amazon best-selling author in 4 motivational and business categories. She loves to speak with and coach others to become the best that they can be. She has earned her Master's of Business with emphasis in entrepreneurship in March of 2014 from the University of Sioux Falls here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She has owned and operated her own virtual assistant business since September of 2005 and has coached people to become virtual assistants. In 2014, she opened up 2 new businesses. She is a real estate investor and a city council alderwoman. Her expertise lies in starting businesses, and she's excited to help anyone she can. Her excitement and passion for what she does is apparent through her work and her speaking. The passion she has comes from empowering others to live a positive life. Her humor, enthusiasm, and love for God is where her strength comes from. She is a mom to 1 adult son and 2 fur babies. Nothing gives her more pleasure than being the mother of her child. She's very active in the community and gives back through networking and volunteering in her church and community. She has appeared on numerous television, radio, blogs, and podcasts around the world. She is a contributing blogger to the HuffingtonPost.com and an international live radio show that airs every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard on the Voice America Empowerment Network.com. Joe?
Hello, Liz. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. I've got a few questions for you here, just kind of wanting to let people in Sioux Falls know who you are and what you do. So we'll just go ahead and get started with questions.
Sure.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, wow. 5 years. Well, I tell you what, I've come a long way in the last 5 years. I can tell you that. 5 years ago, I would never have thought I was where I'm at today. And it was by pure faith that I got here by writing a book and then the radio show and everything else. So 5 years from now, I really want to have my own company where I have a few employees, but also that I'm going around the national speaking circuit and speaking around the country and possibly around the world, speaking to different organizations, and then also using my voice through my radio show to make that happen.
That's incredible. That sounds like an awesome dream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next up, what is one thing you find to be true that most people would disagree with?
One thing to be true that most people, we really have to live our lives in a positive life. A lot of people think negatively, and sometimes they don't even know they're doing it because it's so ingrained in their brain. But you know what I say all the time is we need to go with the yay sayers and not the naysayers. And we really have to think positive. We have to wake up in a positive light. And so many people are so busy being negative and this, that, or the other is making them mad. And it's like, you know what? It's all going to work out. It all works out the way it's supposed to. So that's what I say.
Yep. And it's up to us to make those decisions and to live out those things. So
it is. Yeah, it really is. It's up to us to make that decision to live a better life.
Yep. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, what habits have helped you to become the successful person that you are today?
Well, first of all, waking up every day and saying today's going to be a positive day. That was one thing I learned many years ago, but it took me many years also to implement it. And so once I did that, once I decided every day is going to be a positive day, life got a lot better and life got a lot easier. And I decided not to let the negative overtake the positive. So that was one thing. Another thing is I decided that my life wasn't going to be used for working for somebody else the rest of my life. So my life is going to be my business. I started a business 12 years ago, still doing it some today, and I'm going in these different areas. But I am a big believer in multiple streams of income, and which is another great thing that I do, and also just helping other people. So there's many different facets to it, but that's how I live my life.
Awesome. Awesome. Next, what has been your biggest mistake?
Oh, jeepers. Well, there's a lot of those, Liz. Let me think. My biggest mistake is listening to people who don't have my best interests at heart, and listening to them, but also believing them.
Yeah.
And it took me months, sometimes even years, to get over that. And once I realized that I was doing it, then once I put a stop to it, then it was my own fault. I knew better. My gut instinct said, don't listen to them, but I did it anyway.
Yep.
And I went along with it. And then I wasn't able to move forward like I wanted to move forward. And so I always say, follow your gut instinct.
And so what is one thing that you have followed your gut instinct that you have seen really succeed beyond what you thought it would succeed?
My radio show.
My
radio show, because when I was in 7th and 8th grade, they said to us, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I remember listening to the DJs on the radio, and, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a DJ, and I also wanted to be on TV. So when I finally got old enough, as of last summer, I decided that I was going to do radio. And I was scared to death to do it, but yet I knew in my soul that that was what I was supposed to do. So I went ahead and I did it. I got everything lined up and got it all set and ready to go. And now it is something that I never even dreamed possible. I mean, I'm heard in almost 30 countries. I've had almost 30,000 downloads to my show, and it's only been since last July, which is about 9 months now. And it's beyond my wildest dreams. And that's just something recently. Before, it was raising my son.
Yeah.
Really, I mean,
Yep.
You never know how they're going to, how children are going to turn out. And that was one of the greatest blessings I've ever had. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Well, I usually try to tune into your radio show every Tuesday, and I would have to say that you are really an amazing host, and I'm certainly glad that you went with your gut instinct and did that, because
thank you. Yes, you are a wonderful, wonderful listener, and I love it when people call in with questions or call in, either text me or email, or they call in, because that makes the show more interactive. Because I have guests on, as you know, every Tuesday morning. And it's Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time on Voice America Empowerment Channel. And so it's really fun when people call in or, email in with questions.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Like I said, you've had some great guests on, and you really pull the positive out of people on your show. So that's
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's something that's so worthwhile to me. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing this for me, Joe. I'm sure that I'll hear you on the radio waves and see you in person soon.
Yes, and my website is www.joehausman.com, and I have a free ebook there for people called The Secrets to Realizing Your Dreams. So you just go there, put in your name and email, and that free ebook is all yours.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Liz. Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.